Hello and welcome to the Weekly Rewind presented by Attractions Magazine. I'm your host, Theron White, and this week we are going from Monday the 17th until Sunday the 23rd. Now, starting on Monday, we got a new look inside Pandora, the World of Avatar at Disney's Animal Kingdom. You all know how excited I am for this expansion. It's going to be amazing. So this is just another look inside of the land and seeing everything that there is going to be. Now, we're definitely going to be able to get you guys footage on May 27th when it opens, but we're hoping for even earlier. There's going to be some media days and some annual pass holder days, so maybe then we'll be able to see it. Either way, keep up with us on our Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that to definitely see Pandora, the World of Avatar, as soon as it comes out. Then, on Tuesday, we were over at the Coca-Cola Orlando Eye, specifically in the Sea Life Aquarium. Now, they were having their Toddler Tuesday activities, where kids can hear stories, they can sing songs, and learn all about the different kind of animals in the sea, as well as afterwards they can meet Magnus. Continuing on Tuesday, we shared even more information about the amazing Star Wars land that is coming to Disneyland, California, and Hollywood Studios here in Florida. Now, there has been so much talk about this Star Wars land, saying it's going to be the most immersive land ever, and we knew that they definitely was going to have immersive rides, but even more details now are leaning that it's going to be a fully role-playing game inside of Star Wars land, where you can be more Imperial, more Rebel, Bounty Hunter, Smuggler, and every single one of your decisions is actually going to affect who you are inside of the land of Star Wars. So, one of the examples we saw is if you're really, really good with the Millennium Falcon flying it, you can have positive things happen with Bounty Hunters, where you could also have negative thing happen with the Imperials if perhaps you're a really good Rebel during more of the First Order type ride. So while we don't know exactly how this is all going to work out, our best assumptions is that it's going to use magic bands and kind of track you and almost give you different points based on if you're a good or a bad person. So we'll definitely learn more about that as it gets closer, and I am super excited to see how this all pans out. Then, on Wednesday, we were at Gatorland to learn about the new Stomping Gator attraction. Now, this is going to be coming out about sometime near the end of the year, perhaps the end of the summer or in fall. They're going to be full size of these swamp buggies that you can see. We got to go on a little bit of a ride. It was so much fun going through the trails they're making. They're going to have a really cool story along with it as well. Obviously, you're going to see a ton of gators, and it's going to be a ton of fun because, well, it's Gatorland. Now, we were also at Gatorland to get footage for Attractions Magazine, The Show. Here we have a quick clip as I was leaning down as close as I could get to one of the massive gators on the restricted no guests allowed island. Now, we were allowed to film in very special areas just because we were filming for the show, so we were there being protected by Tim and his wooden stick. And I'm not kidding at all when I say literally a wooden stick. Now, he was keeping back all these gators. We were fine, obviously, but it was definitely a little nerve-wracking at first to see them all going around us, but as you can tell, we're all good now. We had a great time filming the show, so if you haven't seen that yet, it's last week's episode. Definitely go check that out. Then, on Thursday, we get our first ever look at the Collector's Fortress. Now, this is over at Disneyland, California, part of the new Mission Breakout update that came to the Tower of Terror. It has completely changed it, so now it's all about the Guardians of the Galaxy. Has no more to do about the Twilight Zone. We haven't been able to ride it yet. We haven't really seen too much footage involved inside of the ride, but the outside, I can tell you, it is very, very different, and some people are not exactly sure. There's this picture here. This wasn't by us, but this is a picture that's been going around the internet of perhaps it's been seen in the back of the Thor newest trailer. I believe it's called Ragnarok. But we're hoping that's maybe it. Maybe they're able to put it directly in the movie, which would be really awesome. Corporate synergy, that it's right inside the film. So while we aren't sure exactly if it's in the film, it is definitely almost complete in Disneyland. So that'll be opening very soon. On Friday, we were over at Disney's Animal Kingdom for the Party for the Planet. Now, this was happening for a couple of days around Earth Day, specifically at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and they had these little animal cutouts that you could go and take pictures with. So we were here at the tree and then also getting one with Divine. You could go all over the park. They had tons of little activities, but this was just one of the ones that we were able to get some photos of. Then, on Saturday, we were back at Disney's Animal Kingdom for its 19th birthday. Now, a lot of things have changed in the park over the years, especially Pandora, again, coming soon, just this year. But there's also been things like Everest, the changes to the Countdown to Extinction ride, now to be Dinosaur, and many, many others. So we had to go back, get some awesome pictures of it, and really enjoy, and I'll explore all over the park. One of the updates that we saw coming is that it looks like the Tree of Life Awakenings projection show are now going to be expanding to the back of the tree. Now, when they first announced this, I kind of honestly had thought it was going to be happening all over anyway, but it seems like they're now going to be having it on the front, where it's been happening like right when you get into the entrance, you go over the bridge and you can first see the tree. Obviously, you've been able to see that since last summer, and now it seems they're going to be adding it to the back as well. While I don't know if they're going to be having new shows, it seems like it could definitely be possible, because there's obviously different animals on the front than there is on the back. And the ones on the front are like based off of whatever animal comes to life. So there's a deer that comes to life, and then there's a deer show. There's a bird that comes to life, and then there's a bird show. So I don't know if on the back, if they're just going to change the animals up, have completely new shows or not, but we'll definitely see, and I'm excited to see that because the Tree of Life Awakenings have always been quite beautiful. And lastly, on Sunday, we can see some of the Volcano Bay buses thanks to BioReconstruct. Now, they were doing some of their shuttle testing. They're going to be going in between the Universal parking garages, a lot closer to like City Walk where they have them now. And it'll be taking people from the hotels and from that parking garage directly to Volcano Bay. Now, you can see we obviously have very, very bright colors here. We've got the tikis and everything. So we don't know exactly yet if there's going to be as much theming on the inside. I'm hoping so. I'd love if they were able to do a fully immersive bus before you go to the water theme park. Obviously, we do not know that exactly yet, but we are going to let you know as soon as we possibly can. So much like I said with Pandora, make sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, everything you possibly can. So we're going to bring that to you as soon as possible. And finishing off Sunday, Florida e-Ticket was able to bring us this awesome photo of Jack the Clown when they were at Spooky Empire. Now, we know it is very far off, but Halloween Horror Nights is going to be coming back. I love Halloween Horror Nights so much. I know that a ton of you love Halloween Horror Nights as well. So it's great to see that the fandom and all the love for Halloween Horror Nights is definitely sticking out throughout the entire year. It's going to be back this fall, and we all are so excited. And that is it for this episode of The Weekly Rewind. Thank you so much for watching, and my question for you this week would be, would you rather go to Volcano Bay or Pandora on opening day? Not would you like to go to them, but would you like to go to them on opening day? Obviously, it is going to be absolute madhouse at both parks. I know we're going to have the virtual queue for Volcano Bay, and I'm sure Disney's going to try their best with Avatar, but we all know opening days are absolutely insane, even for just one ride. I can't imagine all the rides that are going to be coming to Volcano Bay and the two major attractions at Avatar. So in the comments below, if you had to be there on the first day, which one would you choose? Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next week.